NASA members of parliament will be in attendance during Thursday's swearing-in ceremony for members of the 12th parliament. Enoch Sikolia now has been monitoring. It just concluded parliamentary group meeting and he now joins us live. Enoch Sikolia, it is a sigh of relief for most hearing they will be attending that swearing-in ceremony, isn't it?
Indeed, Gladys, we've just talked to quite a number of members of parliament from the NASA coalition who say that actually it was the right move by the coalition to allow members of parliament elect to be sworn in tomorrow. Remember, it's a key event that ushers in the 12th parliament, the first sitting. I remember the key agenda being the swearing in of members of parliament, and one member of parliament has just told me that if actually the number of those who will be sworn in yesterday or tomorrow hits 2/3 of the House, then they will be voting for the key positions of the National Assembly and the Senate. Those are the speakers and the deputy speakers. And now I'm joined by member of parliament elect from Kiminini constituency, who was the minority whip in the last parliament. Welcome to NTV, Honorable Chris Wamalwa. Now, just tell me briefly, what does this mean for the opposition?
Yeah, we've just finalized our NASA PG meeting, and we had new members of parliament who are supposed to go through the orientation. So today we've made a resolution that as NASA MP elects, tomorrow we'll be attending Parliament. This is contrary to some other allegations which were said by individuals, because by then at that particular time, the coalition had not consulted, we had not deliberated, we had not come out with any resolution. So whoever was giving out was just giving their own opinion. So today is when the coalition has come out and has given direction that all the members of parliament elect for the NASA coalition, tomorrow they'll be attending parliament, particularly for the exercise of swearing in. We are still elected, we're not yet members of parliament. So until the time we are sworn in is when we'll be duly now members of parliament for our respective constituencies.
Now, according to the stories that were there, according to the reports that there and the statement that was released last week, was that members of the NASA coalition had felt that indeed the president acted in bad faith by calling for the convention of the first sitting of the 12th parliament. Was that a collective stand?
Whoever said that, that was an individual's opinion, because the president is stipulated under the law. He's the one to sanction this sitting of parliament, the first sitting and the venue within the 30 days. So he did that not as the president-elect, but still as the current president. Because when you look at the constitution, particularly when it comes to the term of a president, the term of the president runs from the time you are a president, elected in, till the time you are handing over to the next president. So indeed this was done just as because he's the president, not as the president-elect. So we need to be able to differentiate. Even like last time in 2013, it is Mwai Kibaki, President Mwai Kibaki is the one who called upon the parliament opening venue and all that. So the president was doing it as the current president, not as the president's-elect, as stipulated in the law. Secondly, tomorrow as we're going to be sworn in, of course there's also this activity of electing the speaker. But one thing I want to highlight on the election of the speaker is a very critical person as far as the running of parliament is concerned. And the law is very clear in our standing orders that we must have the 2/3 majority. So first and foremost, after swearing in, the clerk of the National Assembly or of the Senate must ascertain that on the floor of the House we have the numbers. We have the minimum of the 2/3. That must be ascertained before any elections of the speaker can take off.
Now, speaking of the election of the speaker, probably my last question. The NASA coalition, probably we have seen Jubilee fronting names and probably Justin Muturi coming out clearly that he's the man the Jubilee coalition will be pushing to retain his seat as the Speaker of the National Assembly. But for NASA, do you have candidates for the Speaker and Deputy Speakers in the National Assembly and Speaker and Deputy Speakers for the Senate?
Of course, like today, the agenda of today was just to make a decision whether we are going to be in Parliament tomorrow for the swearing or not. When it comes to the issue of the Speaker, in today's agenda we've not discussed. But we've seen many other aspirants who are going for the speaker positions who have come to request for the support of the party. But as we speak right now, as a coalition, we've not yet made any resolution. And as I told you, there's still time, because if at all is going to take place, we still have time and we're still consulting. But for now, we've not decided on whom we are going to support yet, not yet.
Both in the National Assembly and the Senate?
Today we had Honorable Farah Maalim. Farah Maalim was our candidate in Garissa town for the position of a member of the National Assembly. He has come out and he has shown interest for that particular position of the Speaker of the Senate. So far as a coalition, I can authoritatively say he has shown interest for the support of the coalition and is still under consideration.
Okay.
Yeah, but for National Assembly, not yet, though we've had one interested party, I can't remember his name, I said somebody, Dr. Willie or something. But as a coalition, we've not made any resolution that we're going to support him. We are still discussing, and maybe before that particular time, I think we'll be able to give the way forward.
Thank you so very much. That is Dr. Chris Wamalwa, who is a key member of the NASA coalition and also the MP-elect for Kiminini constituency, just highlighting some of the key issues that have come out during today's parliamentary group meeting for the NASA coalition. And one of the key issues that he has mentioned is about the election of the speakers, and he says that for the National Assembly, the coalition doesn't have a clear candidate, but for the Senate, probably the coalition will be fronting Farah Maalim, the former Deputy Speaker.